Welcome to GatorZone.com. I'm Chris Harry alongside Scott Carter, and we're in the swamp where the Florida Gators opened their 2014 season a week late, but it was worth the wait, having smashed Eastern Michigan Eagles 65-0. Quite a debut for offensive coordinator Kurt Roper, and quite a welcome back gift for these fans who had gone a long time without experience to win, not only in the swamp, but in general for the Florida Gators.
Yeah, the lighting tonight was from Florida's offense. I mean, they roll up 655 yards. As you mentioned, a lot of just guys who we've heard about, but haven't really seen much, heard good things about through camp. Jeff Driscoll, starting with him, his first game back in almost a year. I mean, Jeff looked pretty good, 31 of 45, 238 yards. Regardless, he set a career high for
attempts and completions.
And completions, most completions since a guy named Tebow played here. So that kind of gives you the night of offense here. I mean, it was something, like you said, the fans have waited on this, but the guys in there have also waited on this. And, you know, for opening debut for the offense that Kurt Roper brought here, I think they passed the test tonight.
They certainly passed the test. The defense passed the test, too. Not many people were talking about a Florida defense, and yet it took until the fourth quarter for Eastern Michigan to finally get over 100 yards. Guy that stood out for me, Neron Ball, he had a terrific day, couple sacks, forced fumble, looked pretty good out there.
You know, Neron Ball is a guy who the coaches have always been high on. If you look at him, you know, on the practice field, the guy has all the talent in the world. He could be a great pass rusher for these guys, and tonight he was. A couple of sacks, one of them forced a fumble, led to a Florida score, and this is a guy who Muschamp talked about after the game in here, that, you know, he's been through a lot of tough times here. You got to remember, they were worried about his life at one point with this brain condition he had. He overcame that, and he's kind of worked his way back, and now he's primed from what we saw today to have a big final season. A big key for the Gators today. Overall, just a really solid defensive performance, but obviously the offense is going to get the headlines off this one.
Duke Dawson, interception return, became the first Florida true freshman to return an interception for a touchdown. Tremendous night for the defense. It wasn't all great for the University of Florida. Jake McGee, the tight end who transferred from Virginia, broken tibia, broken fibula. He's going to be done for the season. That's a really tough blow for this team. The guy came here, automatic transfer. A lot of expectations with him, especially in the passing game.
Yeah, I mean, besides Kurt Roper, I mean, as a guy, a newcomer, Jake McGee was right up there in terms of the player, the roster. I mean, he was going to solidify that tight end spot, and unfortunately he goes down in the second quarter, and he is out for the year. Just a really tough loss for the Gators. You got to feel for him, a kid who, you know, played at Virginia, came here for his final year, and barely gets to play a little over a quarter, and now he's done. But the flip side of that, we saw a Clay Burton that we really haven't seen before. Clay Burton comes in here today, had 3 career catches, had 7 catches. I think he had 3 in a row at one point. So, you know, he's going to be the guy going forward, at least a big part of that position at tight end. Muschamp addressed that afterward. I mean, he's going to play a big role for this team as they move forward without McGee.
Speaking of moving forward, the Gators move forward to the Southeastern Conference season next week. They open here against the University of Kentucky. Scott Carter will be here. I'll be here. We hope you're here with us. Thank you for watching GatorZone.